What is up, family? Welcome back to your favorite podcast. As always, your host, Alex, and
Adriana.
as you can tell, today we have something a little different than the regular.
Yeah, we were thinking and we kind of wanted to show you guys where and how we all started. So, hope you guys are excited.
That's right.
Let's go.
And we are here.
Psych.
Just kidding.
I mean, technically we are because it kind of started in the car. We were just
Yeah.
having conversation.
But we had to stop by for some Whataburger,
Yeah.
Because who really cares for In-N-Out, right?
Yeah, I mean, In-N-Out is good, but nothing beats Whataburger.
Yeah, nothing. The fries, bro. You can't go wrong with the fries.
Literally. But, yeah, we just kind of want to tell y'all that it started in the car. And we were just having a conversation. I was kind of venting to Alex and telling him kind of my idea.
Yeah, when she told me, I was like, dude, I've had a similar idea, And at the time, you were kind of just like, man, is it just like a feeling,
Mm-hmm.
But God spoke it to her, so we took it as confirmation, as you can see, because we're here. And to add, we've grown a lot.
Yeah.
We started off with no face, straight lyrics, and now we're on camera doing this. And I don't know, all glory to God.
I know. So stay tuned because we're going to be going somewhere else and we can go a little more in depth there.
That's right.
Now we're here.
What is up, everybody? As mentioned earlier, we are not in our same spot.
Yeah, it's not a usual sit-down video. We wanted to do something a little different. I know we call it a podcast, but I don't know. We just
Yeah.
wanted to do something different. I guess not a sit-down video.
Yeah, I guess not like a specific topic
Yeah.
like we usually do.
Yeah. I mean,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
God actually just like kind of put this in our hearts of like, just go fishing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, go back to the roots of like everything.
What it originally was, casting seeds,
Yeah.
right? That's what, because like we mentioned, well, we didn't say it earlier, I guess, but it started clearly here in the fishing, right? So that's where we were like, man, casting seeds, because you get to cast.
Yeah.
Sorry for my hair. I don't wear hats.
I mean, we kind of mentioned it in the car, how we had a conversation of like what I kind of wanted, like, man, I was kind of thinking of starting a podcast, but I don't have anyone to start it with. And then you were like, oh, well, actually, I'm thinking of starting a podcast too. And I was like, oh, dude, we should do it together. And we were fishing. We were in the car talking about it, and then when we got to the fishing spot,
we were picking a bait. We had just picked a bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just talking about like, man, like maybe we can do this, and we had like different podcast ideas.
Different names.
Yeah, and we went home. We came up with a name.
Yeah.
Turned out that name was being used by someone else.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm sure like some of you do know this. We've mentioned it before, and
Yeah.
like I said, if y'all were with us from the beginning, y'all know. And like we took down those videos because it just wasn't it.
That's the old stuff.
It's on to the new stuff. Yeah.
Now we're rebranded.
Yeah, showing our faces. We got
and
the courage.
better. We're
yeah.
better. Yeah.
We got the courage to show our faces.
Yep.
And I don't know. I guess I was telling Alex, like, I just kind of wanted to motivate whoever's watching this. I mean, whether it gets like 2 views.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you too.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. Might follow you right now. Sorry, fishing stuff,
That's also what I like about
Yeah.
fishing is that you can talk to people. Like everybody's
Anyone.
just willing to talk to you.
Yeah.
So, but like I was saying, I was telling Alex that I kind of wanted to like this to be like a motivational message, I
Yeah.
guess.
Like inspire others.
Yeah, clearly we don't get that many views, but the views we do get, we hope that it plants a little seed.
Yeah.
And we just want to encourage, whether it's just 2 viewers or 3 or however many, or even just 1, even if it's just my mom.
And then not even viewers, because sometimes it's just like clients or audience,
Yeah.
or basically what she's trying to say is, whenever God puts something in your heart, like even if it's scary, just go and jump, take that
Just
leap
go
of
for
faith,
it.
because look at us, and two introverts who never thought of being on camera, never thought of like speaking on a mic,
Yeah.
and we did. Never thought of being on camera, like we said, and now we're on camera speaking to you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that should show like the importance of just trusting God when He
And-
says something. My bad.
No, go ahead. Go
Like,
continue.
just remember His word. Something that has stirred my heart over this past weekend was God's word never returns void. Just
Yeah.
remember that.
Amen. And I will say, like, maybe Eternal Fruit podcasting isn't forever, but I feel like these years that we've done it has really helped us form, or have been formative years for our character, to not be stuck where we were.
Sure.
And like
Sure.
grow to like being able to talk to anyone and any person, literally, like.
Yeah, literally. Now I can talk to anyone about anything. It's way easier now.
Yeah, for sure.
And now when they ask me to shoot videos at work and stuff, like I'll be the first one to say I'll do it, just because I'm already used to it. And I guess you don't have that, like, what do they call it, like stage fright?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
That I guess it's like what I said earlier. You get that courage, I guess, to
Yeah.
kind of do it. And going back to what you said, a few weeks ago, you sent me a preaching, and I really, really liked the part where he was like, sometimes the storm you're going through is because of obedience. And it goes back to what you were saying right now, like what God has been speaking in your heart has kind of been the same thing with me, where sometimes the storm you're going through isn't because you're doing anything bad. It's because you're listening to God and obeying what He wants you to do.
Yeah, and that storm, all it does is create that faith. It's kind of like making sure that, yes, you are trusting God, because what the pastor talked about was when the disciples, right?
Oh yeah,
How
on the boat.
Yeah, they got scared because of the wind and storms, and
Yeah.
Jesus was asleep, and they were all scared, and they woke him up, and all he said was, he basically just spoke to the storm and said, "Calm down,"
Yeah.
and it calmed down. And then there was another time where he sent them on their own, and there was another storm, but obviously this time they knew who to trust.
Yeah.
So just like we're saying, when you obey, sometimes you'll go through storms, and I've been experiencing that lately, but it's been molding me and shaping my character. And I will say, yesterday I realized I've become more sensitive to be able to distinguish like God's voice versus what the enemy is trying to come tell me. Like clearly everybody knows it's no shocker. Like the enemy likes to come and speak fear into you, doubt
Yeah.
into you, tell you you're not good enough, but you're made in God's perfect image, and that's so key to be able to get over this, like, because you're made in His perfect image.
Amen.
In my image, it was that fear, doubt. I'm not good enough. Like, I'm not good at speaking. Well, technically, yeah, I am, because I could talk to pretty much anyone.
Yeah, it's because when you're an introvert, I feel like we hide behind the shell of, no, it's because I'm too shy or whatever,
Yeah.
We
We're
hide
initial introverts.
Yeah.
Once you get to talking to us, bro, we just yap and yap.
Yeah, just talk about anything.
Yeah, and that's one thing I realized yesterday, where I'm like, bro, no, like, it's time to stop being scared of doing things, reaching out to people, because I've met a few people, and this is like through a social media platform, that I don't even know in person. You know, James, if you ever watched this, shout out to you, bro. But yeah, I've met people, and just it's so important to be able to network with others. You know, like imagine if I was stuck in that fear of saying I'm not good enough, people aren't gonna want to talk to me, people aren't gonna work with me. Like I would just be stuck. I wouldn't meet anybody. I wouldn't get to nothing. But because I said no, you know what? God's calling me to all this. He provides us with the spirit of confidence. You know.
He gives us the tools.
Yeah, exactly. So like walk in that, step into that, and know that if He calls you to something, He will bring you to it, bro. And like she said, we don't need to have 1,000. And even 100 viewers, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're just doing this because we love God and He put it to us.
Exactly.
And it's awesome when you get to hear like, man, your guys' episode like really encouraged me, or your episode gets me through my day, or like that's like it feels good knowing that God is bringing peace and joy to others as well.
Yeah.
You know?
And something I told you too that helped me was that I saw a video of this girl that was like people are saying like 20 likes is a little bit, but whenever you put those 20 people that liked your post or that saw your video, whatever, in a room, like that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So don't think and don't feel discouraged that just because 1, 2, 3 or like I said, 20 views you think is a little bit, or 20 likes you think is a little bit, and you think your business isn't gonna grow or whatever, you know, like whatever content or whatever you're doing, you think it's not good enough. Just know that it is, and at one point, like many like big YouTubers say, I'm not saying we're gonna be huge YouTubers or anything, but like most like big YouTubers say, like, man, I had to post 100 or like 1,000 videos with just one view in order to get to where I am today. So just don't give up. Like, keep going, keep pushing. If we would have stopped back then, like, we wouldn't have been doing it now. We wouldn't have had the courage to show our face. We would have just like improved that a little bit of like talking, but not like showing our face, I guess.
And it's not like we're doing it like, oh, Adriana, let's do this because it'll bring more viewers. Or let's say this because more people will listen. Like, no, at the end of the day, we're doing this for God, you know? So whoever it reaches, then it reaches. Like, it's not in our control, so why stress over it, you know? And at the end of the day, bro, fame doesn't really bring anything good.
True.
Other than connections, I guess. But you see all these celebrities, bro, all these YouTubers, like, there's just a bunch of bad stuff that tags along with it, you know? If you lose yourself in the fame.
Yeah.
You know, so don't worry about if your business isn't making 100,000 in the first year, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it could make 5,000 all year, but as long as you did your work, you worked the hardest you know you could work, and you give it your all, and you put it in God's hands, bro, just keep grinding, bro. Don't give up. You know, that's what they've been telling me with my real estate. I didn't have a single transaction, and I'm about to hit a full year in like 2-3 weeks, you know? And yeah, obviously those thoughts creep in, like, man, am I even cut out for this? But I know in my heart that God called me to this. And I know in my heart, I've been the one causing 0 transactions. You know, I haven't put in the work that I know I should, you know? And even people that have been in the game for years tell me, like, bro, don't give up. Like, you're not the first or last person that's going to happen to. You know, I've met other people that are in the same boat. And yeah, I'm not going to give up because I know God called me to this. I know why He called me to this. And now that I've been submitting and now that I've been going out of my way to do the things I have to do, the reasons why I decided to join are playing out. And she knows. I mean, she heard it today. I got a phone call today about it.
Yeah.
You know, so, bro, trust me. And it's been almost a full year.
Yeah.
You know, just keep grinding, man.
And it's important to have those people that back you up too. Like I don't think I've told you this, but I'm thankful that you came on this journey with me. You know what? Never mind. I'm kidding. No, I'm thankful that you you said yes, because without you, there would be no Eternal Fruit podcast. Straight up, like I feel like a lot of I don't know. I always felt like, okay, God, if you want me to do this, then you have to give me like a partner that's gonna help me with this. And like you said yes, thankfully. Like, you also listened and was obedient to God. Because if you were like, I don't know, man, I don't want to do this. And I know there was times where you were like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was times where I was like, I don't want to do this. But in those moments is where we balance each other out.
Yeah.
Because in those moments where you were like, no, I don't want to do this, I was like, no, we can do this. And then in the moments where I was like, no, I don't want to do this, you were like, we can. So it's important to have those people that really believe in you. And as long as you're believing in yourself, like, there's nothing God can't do.
Yeah, there's nothing. Believing in yourself and believing in Him. Because like we said in a couple episodes ago, or maybe the last one, like, I think she mentioned it, how, like, the way you believe in God, He believes in you, man.
Yeah.
You know, so, and He made you for a reason. He didn't make you to be a failure. Like, He doesn't want you to be broke. He doesn't want you to be stuck in fear, stuck in doubt. Like, that doesn't come from God. Trust me, bro. You know? So, yeah, if you need to find somebody, maybe not a business partner or like a podcast partner, you know, but it's always good to have accountability partners.
Yeah, or just lean on your husband or your wife, whoever. Like, just tell them your ideas and see what they think. Because a lot of the times, God will place in their heart, like, wisdom or, like, encouragement, whatever you need in that moment to help you keep going. It's never good to just do things by yourself.
And on the flip side, if you know God gave you that word, you go to someone, they shut you down, bro, turn the cheek, bro. Then people are not for you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, because if it's coming from God, then there's no need to shut it down.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't need negativity around you, bro. You know, especially if you already give yourself enough negativity.
And most of the time, like, you're probably thinking, like, okay, well, how do I know if it's from God? Most of the time, what God tells you comes with confirmation. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, He didn't tell me He wanted to start a podcast, but I was telling Him, hey, I have this idea. And then
she was praying about it.
Yeah, and I was praying about it. And that's the important thing, too, is, like, talk to God about it. But like I said, most of the time, most of the time, it's because we're still fishing as we're going, right? But most of the time, like I said, your ideas will come with confirmation from God. Like I said, I had this idea, I was praying about it, and Alex, I just mentioned it to him, and he was like, dude, me too. So that's how you know we were in one spirit with God, and He put that idea in both of us, and in both of our hearts to really just pursue this.
Yeah, and we did it, you know. we didn't say, yeah, let's do it, and waited months to go by.
Yeah.
Like, bro, literally the next week, we were already planning stuff. She was buying stuff. She already had a few things.
Yeah.
You know, and then the week after, bro, we literally went to a park, and we're just recording at a park.
Yes,
We
I
started
forgot
at
about
a park, bro. You know?
Dude, yeah.
And for a couple episodes, we did at a park.
No. Actually, I don't think we ever mentioned this, but we shot one episode like the day after, or the same day we had the idea. I was like, dude, let's go. We'll go fishing somewhere, and then I'll take my camera. I thought it was so easy. Like, you think this is easy, but it's not. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was so easy. I grabbed my camera. I realized there's a time limit. Like, there's not a lot of cameras that allow you to shoot for more than like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I realized there was a time limit. And I was like, okay, this might not work. And so then it was dark, and we were fishing, and I watched like the video, and we were not talking.
I remember that? Yeah.
We were not talking. We were just fishing the whole time.
We were just like, hey guys, yeah, so sometimes, you know, I remember we heard it back and we're like, this is never getting out.
Dude, we cringed so bad. I deleted
We got
that.
1,000 nah, I'm just kidding.
Not too bad. Too late for that. I deleted it.
Sorry. There might be somebody who has heard it.
You think
I
so?
think Alexi's.
For real?
I think so.
I showed it to him?
I don't remember. Christian, you might remember, so if you remember, you remember. But yeah, bro, I remember now. It was horrible. It was the most awkward thing you could possibly listen to, bro.
The worst, bro. Because we were both just so concentrated.
If we're still awkward, let us know. You know,
We're
we
still
might have
cringy?
to switch some things up. I don't know.
We're still cringy. But yeah, it just goes back to show how, like, God gave us an idea. That didn't work, and we refined it to what he wanted. Because obviously, like, we got the idea and we named it Casting Seeds because we were like, okay, maybe he wants us to fish. Oh, bro.
yeah, fishing.
Okay, I just thought of something. I'm sorry. This is like so raw right now because I'm not going to edit that out. But, okay, Alex, I remember now what I wanted to tell you, bro. And I wanted to tell you on here. So you remember, this is how full circle God is, bro. Like, this is crazy. I don't think you remember. But when you first gave your life to Christ, what was the verse you were like obsessed with?
The first verse?
Yes, bro. You were like so obsessed with this verse. You're like, man, God made me this.
Dang, you got me there, bro. I
Dude,
remember.
and you even had a poster in your room.
Really?
Yes, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna tell
Sorry, I don't.
you. You don't remember?
No, I remember what song I was obsessed with.
Yeah, Waymaker?
Waymaker, yeah.
Yeah, I hated that song. I hated that song, and Alex was obsessed
Dang,
with it.
verse. I mean, now my verse is Isaiah 60:22.
What does that say? Oh yeah, I do know what it says, but go ahead and remind them. While I look this up.
At the right time, the Lord
I,
will
the
make it
Lord.
happen. You know, if anybody need to hear that. Actually, I guess it ties in perfect with this, you know.
True.
Work, and at the right time, the Lord will make it happen. You know? And one thing I want to say, separate from this, I guess, because when I read it a few weeks ago, it's been stuck to me. Like, when Jesus says, pray, like, for pretty much anything, as long as you believe it is done. Like, but don't forget, if you're holding a grudge against others, to forgive them before you pray.
Yeah.
You know, so if you gotta forgive someone, forgive that person.
Fully. Let it go.
Fully, and bless their life.
Yeah.
Bless their life.
Okay, so I found the verse. Let's see if you
What was it?
remember.
What was it?
It says, Jesus said, "Come follow me and I will make you fisher of people." Remember? Whenever you were like obsessed with, you were a fisherman, but now I'm going to make you a fisher of men. I forgot what version it was. I was trying to look
I don't
for
remember. Dang, this was years ago, so
No
forgive
way,
me.
you don't remember?
I don't.
Ah!
Dang, I'm
No
sorry,
way.
guys. And Adriana. Bro, this was like 4 years
Dang,
ago.
man, it's because I wish I had that version.
Dang, and that sucks because I pride myself in my memory,
Yeah, you do.
and I
You
can't
really
remember
do.
that right now.
Dang, man. Let me see if I find it over here. It's because I know you know, bro. It's...
By the way, earlier, after Whataburger, the ketchup fell in my truck. My shoes all red, bro.
Yeah, you can't see it,
Yeah,
but...
I'm not gonna show you guys. Just know that. But it's my beaters. I got my beaters on, you know.
Oh, look. This is Luke 5:2. He noticed 2 empty boats at the water's edge, for the fishermen had left them and were washing their nets. Stepping into one of the boats, Jesus asked Simon, its owner, to push it out into the water. So he sat in the boat and taught the crowds from there. When he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Now go out where it is deeper and let down your nets to catch some fish." "Master," Simon said, "he worked hard all night and didn't catch a thing. But if you say so, I'll let the nets down again." And this time their nets were so full of fish they began to tear. A shout for help brought their partners in other boats, and soon both boats were filled with fish on the verge of sinking. When Simon Peter realized what had happened, he fell to his knees before Jesus and said, "Oh Lord, please leave me. I'm such a sinful man." For he was awestruck by the number of fish they had caught, as were the others with him. His partner James and John, the son of Zebedee, were also amazed. Jesus replies to Simon, "Don't be afraid. From now on, you'll be fishing for people." You remember that?
No.
Oh, man.
I think I kind of do, just because I remember being shocked at the fact that the net was so full and it was like ripping.
Dude, and then you would be like, "Yeah, man, I love fishing, but now I'm going to be fishing for people." Cause you were so like ready to share the gospel.
Corny, bro. Nah, just kidding.
That was you, bro. That was
It's because
you.
I was a baby in Christ, bro.
Ah.
Nah, just kidding. Dang, I don't remember. I'm
Dude,
gonna have
I
to
wish you remembered,
dig
man.
back into that word.
Well,
My fault.
maybe not full circle, but
Yeah, sorry, guys.
dude,
Well, full circle as in she's the one that invited me to church
I guess,
that day.
yeah. But it's crazy though. But like, honestly, whenever God puts an idea in your heart, it's crazy
just
how.
do it, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to. You don't have to be number one at that idea.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing I've learned. Like Gary Vee said, everybody wants to be the number one person. You know, and then he mentioned some CEO of a company that made X amount of billions or millions, and the number two still made a bunch of millions of dollars. You know? And yeah, this is money, right? But like, you don't have to be number one to live a good and peaceful life.
Exactly.
You know, like you can. God knows where He needs you, and that spot, that place will have peace and joy.
Mhm.
You just gotta trust Him.
Yeah, and I will say a lot of times, like, God comes to you and you think it's like the enemy that's causing like the obstruction or whatever,
Yeah.
but really it's God like shaping you and molding you. Like I said, whenever I've mentioned it before, if you've heard it, you heard it, but like I said, it's deleted now. But I mentioned it in an episode where I said that I was low-key mad that we had to change our name, right?
Oh yeah.
And it was like an obstruction to like keep going with the podcast. I was telling Alex like, okay, well, why are we gonna make a new name? Let's just delete it. And then like most of the time, God gives us like those obstacles to go through to make us a better person.
How
And
bad do you want it?
yeah, to really like be mature. And this is something on Sunday that I learned is like to really be mature and not be wishy-washy and like be like, one day I love God and then the next day I don't. And that was a moment for us where God was like, okay, do you really want to do this podcast? This is your moment to
Yep.
choose. Like, do you really want to obey me? And like we said, we took that leap of faith, obviously, because we're still here.
We're still here.
Yeah.
Live and direct. You know. But yeah, it's worth it, man. Trust me, it's worth it. Even if you don't see, I think we're about to be a year doing this.
I think so.
You know,
I think a little more, no?
I think so. I don't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, even if you don't see instant like gratification or
Yeah.
instant like growth, bro, it'll get here, man. Like sooner than you know it. It's already been past a year, and we're still here. You know.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep going and keep learning more about God, so we could bring even better messages to you guys. You know, bring like more guests. I know some of you want
still
more
working
guests.
on
We're
that.
working on that. Trust us, we are. It's not that we ignored you guys,
Yeah.
but we're working on it.
And also, like, tell us what content y'all do. Like, if y'all even like this, because, I mean, it's different from what we're used to doing. So just let us know if y'all would like more videos like this. It's different, but we like it.
Bro, we're down, yeah. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Even if it's just 2 people watching, like, I don't mind it. I'll keep putting it out. She'll keep putting it out. We'll
Yeah.
keep recording, like.
And if you're listening on Spotify, I know it's already like 20 minutes in, but if you're listening on Spotify, I would recommend y'all go to YouTube because you'll be able to see kind of what we're talking about. And honestly, I'm sorry to just like Spotify listeners because I suck at uploading on Spotify.
Yeah,
I always
you
forget. I'm gonna try to be better with that, but
And this is more intimate,
yeah,
you know? You get
exactly.
I guess you get the real us because you get to see us.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we're there speaking to you in person.
True.
You know?
Estamos regañando en persona.
Porte bien, hombre.
Nah, so, yeah, I mean, it might be a little bit shorter than usual.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have anything else to add.
Just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Don't give up. And ask God to provide you with that sensitivity to His
Yeah.
voice. I'm telling you, because you'll be able to fight back those attacks in an instant, man. You know, and you'll know when that warfare is kicking in. Like this past weekend was great. God has been, like literally at the right time, how the Lord will make it happen. He's been putting the right people in my life, removing certain things from my life, like giving me more confidence, more boldness to do things and say things. And yesterday I was under attack in here, bro. But I was able to like figure out like, no, that's the devil trying to bring me back down, you know?
Yeah,
And
it's
I
important
rebuked
to discern when it's the devil and when it's God. Like most of the time, like I keep saying, we think, it's the enemy, it's the enemy. And really it's
Yeah.
just God. Like, no, like I want you to face this area in your life that you still need to heal from, or I need you to, I don't know, like push through it. Like yesterday or what day
Yeah,
did you say?
yesterday.
Yesterday, like he was definitely under attack. If it was like all in his head, like I'm not saying like it's always God, but I'm also not saying it's always the devil.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why you need that sensitivity to his voice.
Yeah.
Have that clarity.
Exactly.
But
So-
yeah, it's my final message for today.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're gonna keep fishing.
Yeah.
We let the rods like rest because if not, we're never gonna
Yeah.
record this.
Time to rip some lines.
It was gonna be like our first episode. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below of what you would like to see, and also like if you guys have any topics in mind that you guys would want us
Let
to
us know.
talk about.
Yep.
So we will see you guys in the next. Oh wait, go Cougs, bro!
Hey,
Go Cougs!
that's right.
Go
That's
Cougs!
right.
Hey, I hope they win the final,
Yeah,
man.
Monday I think is a game.
I don't know. I don't even know, but hey, go Cougs! I won the first semester.
Hey, let's go.
All right,
I'm just from Houston.
all right, guys,
All
we're
right,
gonna end
now.
it.
Peace.
We'll see you in the next one. Peace.